My daughter came home today, and we normally have conversations about her day. And I would say 9 times out of 10, she's complaining about something. I've talked to her about this stuff and how it works. And she's 10 years old. And it's almost like she gets it, but she doesn't want to. Like, I talked to her about the Mickey Mouse wizard that she's mentioned a couple times, including last night when she was telling me a story and she started it with bro. And I looked at her and she hasn't called me bro recently. But I guess there was a little playful energy maybe that she was feeling. And so she called me bro and I said, I'm not your bro. And then like a minute later, she said bro again. She called me bro again. And she said, Dad, that's your fault because of the Mickey Mouse wizard. You told the Mickey Mouse wizard that you didn't want to be called bro, so I had to call you bro. I had to call you bro again. And so she gets it, what I'm trying to tell her, but like I said, it's like telling someone how to play a game and they're kind of like half trying. And so today she came in with the normal bullshit, complaining about things that are happening in school that the old me would just sit there and tolerate and focus on, oh, this is great, getting to spend time with my daughter. But that's not the new me. And so I kind of cut her off mid-story, and I said, I'm not listening to this anymore. I've given you the tools. I've told you how this stuff works. And, it's up to you whether you want to apply it or not. And so she tried to keep talking. I said, no, go. So I just dropped her off at gymnastics. And I was working out before that. And after our conversation, the thought came to me. And I was like, what? I was like, what do I want? I can have anything. And so the new me, the I am that I am now, wants a relationship of positivity, wants a relationship of her coming to me, talking about all of the great things that happened in her day and the connections that she made in terms of creating. Dad, I've been saying to myself, I am this. And then this happened today. Those are the kinds of stories that I want. Or goal. Or if something happened in your experience, my daughter's experience, where she has questions and wants to, how did this happen? Those are the kinds of conversations I want to have. And so I thought about that and I was like, okay, I got to drop her off at gymnastics. And so I had that conversation with her. I said, I don't know if you've noticed, but things are changing with me. I said, have you noticed? And she said, yeah, I've noticed that you're stricter, is what she said. And I said, yeah, I'm stricter, but not only on you or Tyler or Jaden, my other kids, but I'm stricter on myself, on what I'm accepting in my experience. I'm raising my standards. And so if you are in my experience, I'm not going to accept anything beneath those standards. And so I followed through with what I wanted, and I made it very clear to her that moving forward, you have a choice. It's in your hands. And you will determine how close our relationship is, because here's what I'm accepting. And so if you want to stay in the complaining state, have fun with that. But I'm not going to listen to it. And so you are not going to have my attention like you once had. But if you want to talk to me about positive stuff that's happening, if you need advice, if you need questions answered, I'm your guy. Something else that happened today, just to give you an example of what the 3D and the old person will do. I might as well I talk about sports betting pretty much every video now, because that's just what I do. It's what I love to do, and I'm fucking great at it. And so today, I was doing what I do and was having a great day. And some of the old person, the old awareness started to play its way into the 3D. Some old challenges that would have had me in doubt or fear, questioning, was I in the state when I made this selection? Another goal. And I had just come off the heels of a couple of big swings where it looked like I had things in the bag, and then it was old awareness, but I'm a winner. And the new me realizes that's old awareness. So what do? I mean, it happens, but it's not me, and I'm not attached to it. So, $1,500, $2,000 swings is nothing when I have millions in my bank account and I'm a multimillionaire. And so that happened. And in the midst of that happening, almost immediately after that happened, phone rings and it's my wife. And I felt the old awareness take hold for just a second. It was like, oh, what the fuck? Fucking perfect timing. She's calling. And before I picked up the phone, normally I pick up on the first ring. I let it ring like 3 times because the old awareness, that old self, came in for that split second. And I said, nope, get out. I'm the motherfucking man. And that was it. And I stabilized myself and I picked up the phone. Now, what do you think she was calling about at that moment, to where I had just had this swing, like I said, $1,500, $2,000 swing that would have normally just brought me to my knees and I would have been fucking distraught, especially when I thought I had it already. Now, obviously, I have it, but sometimes to explain things, you got to explain it as the old person. So that's the old awareness where it's like, oh, I had it and now I don't have it. And now you're seeing truth in the 3D and now the 3D has control. Now the old person has control. If you relate to that and you see truth in that, and you don't sit there and say, whatever, that's old awareness. And now if I would have gotten into that, which I would have as the old person, and my blood would have been fucking boiling and I would have probably been screaming, angry. And now at that perfect moment, my wife is calling and I pick up the phone and she's asking me about something that's going to cost a couple $100 flea treatment for the pets. And what do you think my old reaction would be? The 3D, the old person, is hitting me with a double whammy. And I'm just like, we had some conversation, a little bit of conversation about it. But I was like, okay, it needs to be done. Just take care of it. And I hung up the phone and I fucking laughed. And I said, and I came up with this. I was like, it's always anyone you hear talking about this stuff, it's almost like you against your old self. You against the 3D. Deny the 3D. Now, I just had this idea that came to me today. I'm like, the 3D fucking loves me. 3D loves me. My old self fucking loves me. Wants to be me so bad that it's still trying to hang out with me. And what do you think that does? Instead of trying to deny it or hide from it, detach, I'm becoming fucking best friends with it. But I'm separate from it. It's like that annoying, friend or that annoying person who won't fucking leave you alone. It's like, get the hint. But at the same time, sometimes you're like, all right, that's adorable how much they admire me, that they just will do anything to be in my presence. That's how I'm looking at the old self now. And so again, I just want to keep sharing these examples, okay? For me, it's this. All right, I've been sports betting. I grew up with sports betting. I grew up with gamblers. My whole fucking family. My dad is 100% Italian, or my dad is 100% Irish. My stepdad's 100% Italian. Okay? I had sports betting all around me. My whole upbringing. And so I love to do it. And I've done it. But now I understand how all this works. So now I'm the fucking best at it. And this is my dragon. I have all of this history reacting a certain way to this, identifying with those emotions for 40 fucking years. And now I'm slaying it. What's your dragon? Who are you saying that you are right now? Because who you say you are is going to determine how the old self, the game that the old self is going to play. It's like in sports. Depending on what offense you're playing will determine what defense is going to be played against you. And so you can kind of get ahead of it if you think that way. You can get ahead of it if you think about what emotions trigger me. Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it worry? Is it anger? What emotions, what negative emotions do you feel on a daily basis? Because that's what's going to be used against you. That is your current state. But the new you is a new state. You have to realize that you are separate from the emotions. You can be anything you fucking want to be. Close your eyes right now. I've said this 100 times. This is your first video that you're watching. Close your eyes and just watch your thoughts. If you can watch your thoughts, then your thoughts aren't you. And if you can watch how you're feeling right now, you close your eyes and step back. You're the awareness behind it. Feel those feelings, but they're not you. They're part of the 3D. They're part of this body. This body is not you. And so back to those three steps. Know it. I am. Know who you are. And then stick to that. And then once you stick to that, you receive the new thoughts that come. They could be the same fucking thoughts too. But if you are in that state and you have made that a dominant state, then even the same thoughts that you once got, like I have a lot of the same thoughts, and they lead me to wins now instead of losses. Because even when I get the same thoughts, I'm like, oh, I'm in a totally different state now. I'm a winner. So now, instead of this idea, which I thought was a great idea before, leading me to losses, because it's all timing too, now, since I'm in a winning state, since I'm in a kick-ass state and I'm the motherfucking man, now these thoughts are going to serve me. And even when they don't, I'm just like, that's old awareness. Must still be filtering out. But when that becomes a dominant state, number one, know. Number two, receive. Then you'll receive the thoughts that you take action on. And then three is just fucking deny. Whatever happens, who fucking cares anyway? Because you don't need it. You don't need the 3D to confirm for you what you already have here. You already have it. And if you have it, you don't fucking need it. You don't need the 3D to show it to you. But it will if you stay in it and you know that you have it. Still got the glasses. Thank you, Eric. You see this video? It's such a great reminder throughout the day. I never forget. I wasn't forgetting before, but now it's like I never forget. Because every time I look in the mirror, I have the fucking glasses on. It's like, even if I forgot for a second, the glasses remind me of where the true power is. We have the whole world walking around with fucking sunglasses. That's it. That's what I got for today. Just fucking be it. Just do it. I love you all. See you next time.